When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Convos.
Good evening, everyone who is just joining us. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Didn't plan to come on tonight at all, but I have to come on. I want to say good evening to everyone who's joining us. This nation is in crisis, you know. And when we have, I'm very upset. You know why I'm upset? When you have a Jamaican citizen who has dedicated his life to this country, he represents Jamaica well. He went abroad. He ran for this country. And he has dedicated his life to this nation. He came back and decided to invest in this country. And what happened to him? It's a damn disgrace. It is a national disgrace to this nation. It's a national disgrace. And for us Jamaicans who are going on social media and bashing Usain Bolt, you're a disgrace to this country. And Mr. Bolt is the one who lost his money. Come out and talking about the corruption of this country. You have holdings, you have Cash Plus, who rip off the people of this nation. And nobody says anything about it. I don't know how many Jamaicans have lost money in this country because of this Ponzi scheme. And how is it that a well-known Jamaican could take out his money and nothing is being done? No one is charged for insider trading. Is it that Jamaica don't have the laws that has insider trading? Well, I have a video to show you all tonight. You know. Mr. Bolt, attorney at law, was just on a well-known TV station. And I decided to play it in its entirety for all of you to watch. It is a damn disgrace that we, the Jamaican people, are lashing out against Mr. Bolt before we, the Jamaican people, speak about the nepotism and the corruption in this country. We're not doing that. What we're doing is lambasting a young man who worked hard for his money. I bet you any money, if Usain Bolt was going around handing out $50,000, those damn hypocrites and those naysayers would have run to collect the money. But for all of us, and many of us who went on social media and decided to lambaste this young man, you're worse than the politics of this country. And for him to come out and say the government must do something about it, the government must do something about it. Because it's the government entity, the FSC, who gave SSL license. The FSC is the one who gave SSL license. So when Usain Bolt come out and talk that the government must do something about it, he's correct. He's correct. Before I just shut my mouth now, I couldn't listen to what happened. Listen to this. Hope it come over clear that you all can hear it.
All right, so Mr. Gordon, thank you, sir, for joining us. I'm trying to. Hey, I'm doing it in progress. All right, sorry about that, sir. So, first, let me get from you what you make of this furor that's taking place over the comments Mr. Bolt made about the funds that are missing from his account.
All right. First of all, I think we should be fair to Mr. Bolt and understand when he said the government to give me back my money or some words to that effect, or the government must do something about it. One must understand that Mr. Bolt is not an attorney. He was not speaking in any forensic way to say the government has my money. He's saying that we have a government in Jamaica. Something has gone wrong at a financial institution. Something must be done about it. The matter has been moving along slowly, both in the criminal court and in the civil court. Now, persons ought not to ascribe to Mr. Bolt a political motive because he says the government should do something. That's very petty and without any merit whatsoever. But what has happened is that persons have now come down on Mr. Bolt and are saying, look, it's your fault why you have lost your money. And they are now entering into this victim blame, where you blame the person who suffered the loss or the damage and say it's your fault why you suffer this misfortune. And this is very, very unfortunate. And this is something that we believe we should discontinue, and we should understand that he's entitled to demand that the government does something about it. And there are reasons why he's so entitled. One of them is that the FSC, the body that is set up to regularize, manage, control, and see to it that financial institutions are compliant with the law, gave a certificate each year to SSL. So anybody who goes there, including the Prime Minister who had an account there, government departments and several members of parliament who had accounts there, they relied on the fact that the entity obtained a certificate from the Financial Services Commission, the FSC, and therefore they presume.
And that is why Usain Bolt came out and said, the government must do something about it. It is deafening. It is rather deafening that this Jamaica Labour Party government says nothing about the young man money. And you have some Jamaicans talking because Usain Bolt rubs shoulders with people. Come on, man. It is deafening that no one says nothing about the young man money. Is this the country that people must come and invest when this country has robbed the young man of his own money and the people who own SSL has gone scot-free? Huh? The people who orchestrate this thing is free like a bird in the sky, gone scot-free. In which modern democracy? Which modern democracy? Which other modern democracy that this nonsense can happen and nobody's held accountable? Only in Jamaica. For far too long, successive government has allowed these criminals to open Ponzi schemes in this country and rob poor people money and get away with it. The question must be asked tonight, how some people can get out their money. That is called insider trading. And nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. And this we call a democracy. I don't blame Usain Bolt to come out. Whether he come out late, yes or no, it is his right to come and speak. But let us say this tonight. Mr. Bolt, get in contact with me. Get in contact with Wilfred Rattigan. Since me can't come and say, anybody who knows Usain Bolt, get in contact with a man they call Wilfred Rattigan, a son of the soil of this country. Don't you know something? For far too long, this nonsense has been going on in this country. And nothing has been done. Listen to some of what the lawyer is saying.
Properly, that the place is in good standing and a safe place to put your money. So you can't blame Mr. Bolt for going there. You would have to blame all the other persons who went there. So we find that he's demanding that the government should do something about it. Is the type of demand that citizens make when they are not satisfied that a matter being investigated by various government entities is going as quickly as he would like it to go. He was not ascribing any political favor, political support, or political condemnation. He was just demanding government action, which is common and is said by persons all over when something happens.
So when you say
and
government,
they're not satisfied that it's been there too quickly.
So when you say government action, sir, what specifically, if anything, is Mr. Bolt requesting?
Okay. The matter is being investigated and one person has been charged. That person could be described as a low-level employee or officer of the entity. It is more than curious that nobody else has been charged, and how can it be that not only Mr. Bolt's money, but all the other persons, including several senior citizens, their monies disappear from this entity, and nobody is being called upon. The officers, the senior persons who would have to transfer those funds. Because bear in mind that Mr. Bolt's funds were not taken in a basket or a scandal bag and put on a counter or put on the floor. It was bank transfer. It was transferred from a financial institution to SSL.
Okay. It was transferred from a financial institution to SSL. In other words, it was transferred from Mr. Bolt bank, his bank account, through to SSL. So there's paper trail. So how Jamaicans going around go talk about now how the money never reach SSL? We must have common sense, you know. You hear what Mr. Bolt lawyer said? The money was transferred to SSL. So it has to be transferred from Mr. Bolt's bank account at a financial institution to SSL. Yet there's a big hullabaloo that the young man money never reach SSL. And who thief and who not thief. And they are saying that Usain Bolt must whatever. How dare we? How dare we in this country? How dare we as Jamaicans who call ourselves Jamaicans and we love Jamaica and we love this young man, and for us to be belittling him on social media and a well-known so-called PNP, JLP, MP, or former council of the People's National Party. Now she gone to JLP. Chatting us about nonsense on social media. And we must sit down in this country and accept all of this. We must have common sense. The money was transferred from one institution to another. So there has to be paper trail. Mr. Bolt, Dr. the Honorable Usain Bolt, get in contact with the Mek Wi Talk program. Make I put you on to Mr. Wilfred Rattigan. Listen to this some more, please.
So how did it leave SSL without a trace? It's not someone took up a bag of money and walk out. Checks and bank transfers were done to move this money. Why this can't be found? What has happened? What has happened to the computers that disappear mysteriously? Why are we not having fulsome disclosure of the investigation?
Good question. Good question, Attorney at Law. Do you all remember a mysterious break-in at SSL? Mama combine. SSL is right across from Jamaica House. There is always police station at Jamaica House. There is security guard station at SSL. How is it that then blocking at SSL, computer disappear here, cannon a pound about it? Not another word was said about it. Nobody knows where those things. Me tell you something, you know, the level of corruption in this country. It will make people cuss and clot. The level of corruption in this country is unbelievable. A Jamaican come from Trelawney, barefoot. Good God Almighty. What kind of heart do you have? I'm not talking about me with dead and labor, right? Me with dead and comrade. We're a bunch of jackasses in this country. We're a bunch of idiots in this country. To put politics over your own. We must wake up in this country. Because it is not on your doorstep. You're not saying anything about it. May God Almighty help us. Nobody knows where those computers gone. They disappear like Sammy Mouth. Just like how they're bobbing and weaving about the $3 trillion as accountable for. But you know, listen to some more of what Usain Bolt lawyer said. I can shut my mouth to see because this thing is a damn disgrace. And for all of us as Jamaicans going on social media, lambasting Mr. Bolt. I don't want nothing from the man. But a full time the level of corruption stop in this country. It's full time the level of nepotism stop in this country. Full time.
And why nobody else is even being interrogated that we know of.
Is there attestable proof, sir, that the funds actually got to the account? Because one of the accusations that's out there now is that the money was stolen before it actually got to the account. You've said it differently.
Well, let's deal with that. Who has the record, the information that the money was stolen and was not sent to SSL? Who has that information? And why not take it to the police and identify the person who stole the money? Why? Why this big red herring without a head nor a tail? Why? Well, let me tell you, Mr. Bolt's money was sent to SSL by bank transfers. The investigations conducted by Mr. Ken Tomlinson, who was put in charge by the FSC, his records confirm that Mr. Bolt's money was sent there.
All right. You hear what his lawyer said? the FSC employed somebody to investigate, and the person can prove, his report proved, that Usain St. Leopold money was at SSL. Good God Almighty in heaven, murder upon we in this country. Eh? And me must go like this? Good God Almighty. The money, the lawyer is saying that the money, the financial, whatever they want to call it, of Jamaica, can prove that Usain Bolt money was at SSL. And it disappear like Sammy Mouth. And the people who own SSL is free like a bird in the sky. Just like them who rob Century National Bank. Good God Almighty, you know no Jamaicans who hang themselves over Century Bank. Just like when they bring in Cash Plus and Jamaican people money go down the drain and nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of it. Yet they're talking about the money never go to SSL. Listen to some more of what this lawyer is saying, Mr. Bolt lawyer is saying.
The persons who are saying it was stolen, which started at a certain media house, has not presented one bit of evidence to say it was stolen on the 10th of March and the amount stolen was $5 or $6. A red herring has been thrown across the path, and the question is, what's the motive for doing that?
I want to ask you what you think the motive is for doing that, and what do you make
Sorry?
of the... I want to ask you what you think is the motive for doing that, and what do you make of sections of the portions of the investigation being leaked without the public or yourself or your client being apprised of the entire situation?
Well, two things to be said about that. I am not aware that any part of the report from the investigators has been leaked. I'm not aware of that. If persons are saying they got parts of it by a leakage, then that would be something to be condemned and to question the reliability of the investigation, because they have taken bits and parts and leak it to their media of choice. Then you need to know why and why at this point it is being leaked, especially given the fact that the learned DPP is in today's newspaper as saying she's now ready to go to trial.
You know, the question must be asked this evening of us as Jamaicans, well thinking Jamaicans. Why is it the Integrity Commission report was leaked to a certain media house, and now the report of the SSL saga scandal is leaked again to another certain media house? What is going on in this country? As what the lawyer said, who's benefiting from all of these leaks? Huh? What is really going on in this country? All these leakage over the place. Leak here, leak there, leak here, leak there, leak all around. It look like a water commission pipe the leak. It is deafening that not one single member of the hierarchy of the Jamaica Labour Party came out and said, no man, this cannot continue. A lying Minister of Finance, a notorious lying Minister of Finance, a former lying Minister of Finance, a pathologically mendacious Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, tell the Jamaican people that no stone will be left unturned. Lie to the Jamaican people that FBI is in Jamaica investigating what? I know you know about FBI. We all know that the Federal Bureau of Investigation has come in, so. We all know for them to come in, they were invited by the government. But they wanted to shut up Wilfred Rattigan by saying to Rattigan, oh, FBI is coming in. Mr. Usain Bolt, publicly tonight I'm saying this to you, sir. Get in contact with me or get in contact with Mr. Wilfred Rattigan. Get in contact with Wilfred Rattigan. Forget about me. Mr. Usain Bolt has said publicly tonight, get in contact with Wilfred Rattigan. And no matter thing you can't do me nothing. Because God Almighty protect me. Enough of this level of nastiness. Enough of this level of corruption. Enough of this level of nepotism in this country. Enough. We, the Jamaican people, can't sell it anymore. For far too long, we sit down in this country and accept this nastiness that go on. This is some more of what this lawyer is saying.
It's happening.
Are you and your client a part of the investigation, as in have the authorities been reaching out to you or your client to get further information about what might have taken?
No, we have not been contacted for further information, and we have not been contacted by the investigators or the prosecutor regarding this leakage of information that the money never got to SSL.
Hold on there. Now tell me something now. Hello, come off my platform. Walking in divine purpose. Block this idiot from my platform would have asked me, so why are you blaming Andrew? Anybody call Andrew name over here? Anybody call Andrew name over here? Get the hell out of this platform. You see, like I'm in a good mood tonight, and I don't know damn nothing around, you know. Walking in divine purpose, block this asshole from my platform. Block him or she. Enough. Get over here. The hell you take this thing for? Anybody call anybody name over here? We're asking questions. So you don't care about a young man money who work hard for money. All I don't care about is these damn. Make a behave myself tonight, you know. 8:26. So why you all blaming Andrew Honest? Get the hell out of here. If Andrew Honest put on your pot of fire, that's your business. Get out of here. I'm on damn nasty on tonight. This young man losing money. And I can't talk about this. Who called who for name? Who called anybody name? Enough of this, man. Some more of this, please.
We have not been contacted about that. And we don't know from which source the leakage took place and how the leakage went to one entity and what's the power, right, and privilege of that entity to which the leakage went.
Can you speak, sir, a little bit about? I know that your client was on a podcast earlier this week, expressing what is understandable frustration about the situation. But
Yes.
can you speak further to what his considerations are, particularly for a country that he has given so much to, and the fact that he is now down millions of US dollars, and he seems not to be getting the type of response that he wants. Is he comfortable remaining here, or
Is he comfortable with what?
remaining here, or is he comfortable, or is he confident in the institutions that we have?
His confidence in the institutions we have has been shaken for obvious reasons. He has lost a lot of money. He is being kept abreast of what is happening in the courts and how the matter is being proceeded with. He's not comfortable with the way we are being informed about the results of the investigations. We know that foreigners were brought here, investigations were complete, we are told, but his attorneys have not been afforded the privilege of even looking at any results from these investigations. And the reports would have been handed over to some government department, and if they have been leaked, maybe persons at those government departments or entities considered disclosure to a certain media is more important, more urgent than disclosure to the victims or the attorneys of the victims, which would be an appalling act of corruption were that to be the case.
Have you made any overtures, sir, to get further information? And have you
Yes,
made
yes, we have constantly asked for information on various matters that we consider we should be made aware of.
what has been the response or the outcome?
We have not gotten the responses we need in all instances.
And you've said in a release that you sent out
Sorry,
today.
it's a what? I didn't hear you.
I'm saying you sent out a statement today saying that you would be making certain evaluations to determine what next legal actions you will take. Have you come to some conclusion about where
No,
you
not
head?
yet. We have not. We are awaiting certain responses and further and better information on certain matters.
All right. So as we close, sir, is there anything
Sorry, has what?
is there anything that you would want to say to the authorities or to the public who might be looking on and wondering what is taking place?
Yes, I want the public to understand that Mr. Bolt was in an interview which was very informal, and he spoke like a typical Jamaican. Mr. Bolt has no interest or intention to become in any political discussion or interpretation of his misfortune. When he speaks of the government should do something about it, he's speaking as a layman and not as an attorney. He's not saying that it's a political decision why he has suffered and it's anything to do with politics. He's just saying, do something about it. And the government did promise to do something about it. Dr. Clark, the then finance minister, did say heads would roll. So there's nothing wrong with what Mr. Bolt has said, and we should never interpret it as meaning he's anti-government or in any political canvassing or supporting one party or the other. Nothing like that. It's typical of Jamaicans whenever anything happens that the government is partially responsible for, and the government is somewhat responsible for allowing SSL to keep going all these years when they knew that there was a problem there and they kept issuing them with license. So there's nothing wrong with his demand.
Well, let me ask you
It's
this:
proper.
do you, sir, believe that there is any political malfeasance at play here? I'll leave the question at that.
I would say that the coincidence of certain persons coming forward to give legitimacy to the allegation that Mr. Bolt's money went the wrong place is uncomfortable and is not consistent with a general view in the public.
Father, I stretch my hand to thee, no other help I have, but I can call back my friend here. The level of nastiness and corruption in this country, the level of nepotism in this country, The level of, I don't know how to put it. This is nastiness, man. Good night, head boy. You're live. How you doing?
I'm good, Jeffrey. How are you?
I'm looking and living. Anybody can hear head boy here? Because I'm not using the right system tonight, you know. I never plan to come on. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, that this situation here that we're looking at, yeah? But I did say months ago, and I don't know if you remember when I said it, I said that Usain Bolt money, it's obvious that it was used upon arrival, yeah? And what that what they did at Bradley Avenue in coming out to say the money didn't arrive was a way to protect this guy Krosky. Because if it were that the funds did not get to SSL, then there's no claim that Usain Bolt has, you know that this is my back.
Yes.
Yeah? So there is no claim that he has, and that is what Bradley Avenue is trying to push. But I'm glad that the learned counsel, Linton,
Yes.
Linton God, responded, because if that narrative was continuing to push, what would have happened is that it would have looked as if somebody in Bolt's team didn't make the money reach SSL.
But
so that's the narrative they're trying to push now.
But I am happy also, head boy, because I know this is your background too. That there is paper trail. In head boy? Hello? Head boy. Oh Lord.
I'm hearing Jeffrey. I'm hearing.
I said I'm happy that there's paper trail with all of this. What do you think?
Absolutely.
My God. And yet they're saying these people are something else, dear God. We don't have any common sense in this country.
That's exactly what I'm telling you, Jeffrey. Because let me tell you something. Every transaction, first of all, how could Usain Bolt be moving 12 million and don't have a wire receipt for it? Yeah? you can't even move more than $1 million in Jamaica without it going through the bank. Right? So how would you move 12 million without a wire receipt? These guys take big people for fool. Yeah? That's one. Two, let's establish something. Upon arrival, you know what Usain Bolt's money was used to do? They took his money out, gave their close friends and associates to invest in businesses, intending that those businesses would have turned around. Yeah? But it seems like some way, somehow, the people, they were of the impression that the businesses they invested in would be able to pay. But Bolt catch them when the final thing, maybe when the checkup came, which was in 2022, Bolt caught them off guard.
Oh.
I wonder if you understand what I said, Jeffrey.
Yeah, man.
Because what happened? They kept okay. So if the money didn't arrive, why was SSL issuing statements to Bolt?
Very good question.
No, but it's a financial fraud. You cannot issue statements to clients unless their funds sitting on their account.
And it begs to ask the question to also, head boy. How is it only one person being charged for this? And as what my late friend Wilmot Perkins just said, the people are free like a bird in the sky.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Jeffrey, I'm telling you, right? From a financial point of view, Jean and Phantom was a relationship manager. Doesn't mean that she's a manager now. She manages the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah? In a sense, she was a private banker.
Right.
Above her is a relationship supervisor, manager supervisor, and a manager, and then upward to finance managers and onward and onward. Yes? No decision when you're controlling an account for a client, no decision can be made by a relationship manager. They have to seek authorization from above. Even if the client instruct them to do something, they have to seek authorization. So let's say a client writes to you and say, I want you to send out 100,000 for me today. That has to go through the wire department. that has to go through the manager of the wire department and also the manager in charge of relationship managers. So the notion, this notion that you're saying that Miss Jean and Pantan misappropriated these funds, it's a dopey story.
Jesus.
It's a dopey story. No, and I listened to Dennis Strong yesterday establishing some a scenario. The truth be told is, no matter how nobody want to be, you cannot move $12 billion in Jamaica so easy.
12 million US, that's 2 point something billion.
Yes, that's 12 million US, 2 point something billion. You can't move it so easy. First of all, one of the challenges that people don't understand, even if she had moved it into an account in Jamaica, they would have had to be clear understanding where this money comes from. Remember that Miss Jean and Pantan is not from the yeah? So even if there was collusion in any financial institution, it couldn't be up to the tune of 2 point something million US. It couldn't be. It could not be. And I'm saying that from my understanding of the financial system and the inner workings of managing clients on a bank level and an investment level, Jean and Pantan did not commit this crime.
You know something, head boy? There is more to this thing, you know. Many more things to this. And that is why, you know what? What I really want to say, but I'm not say it. This is
you don't have to say. I will say. Yeah, because I see where you're going. You know, if you have a financial institution, and by the way, if Andrew Holness was in the United States, he would have been charged for insider trading. Yeah? He would have been charged under the SEC laws for insider trading. Why? They would have asked, how did he become knowledgeable at the time when he withdraw his funds?
exactly.
What knowledge he gained? Yeah? What knowledge he gained and what advantage he developed, he derived from the whole relationship. But I want people to understand something, that the people are making noise about Usain Bolt's money. Usain Bolt's money, I mean, Bolt is somebody I love and respect, right? I have the greatest regard for Bolt. But nobody's making noise that NHT,
money was involved in it.
The NIS, yes?
And you hear nothing about it.
And you hear zero about that. You hear zills about that. And so I am saying, whilst and for example, Kroll, why can't the public see the Kroll report? Now, Kroll is a reputable firm, by the way. They're one of the very best at doing due diligence and doing financial tracing, meaning they can track money. Yeah? They know how to follow the money. I am of the view that this now explains why Nigel Clark left Jamaica. Because of his defense, his vehement defense of the situation. When the Kroll report was completed, the Kroll report would point fingers as to where the money went. Hello?
And go ahead.
Because Kroll has the capabilities of tracking money, one of the things would be fingered in there would be that, would it be a possibility that the very same fund was used to finance the GLP's elections of 2016 and 2020? You can remember both became knowledgeable of this about in 2022, 2023. Yeah? So could it be that Nigel distanced himself? And I'm saying, could it be? So please, nobody hold us for asking the questions. Distance himself because of what he saw in the report.
And could it be also that a former member of national security, a former minister should say, said, I wish I had the tape here to play, said that we will all see, I'll be all gone, but couple billions were stolen. You remember that thing there?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Mm-hmm.
Was it there?
No. Former Minister of National Security, Senator K.D. Knight, told the Jamaican people that I'll be all gone. But Jamaicans will pay dearly. Couple billions was stolen. He said it. You remember that video, head boy?
But I know you want your.
I'm gonna send you the video. Is it because I don't have the video loaded up to my thing here? I'm gonna send you the video.
No, issues, man, Jeffrey. But you know, as I wrap up,
Yes.
tonight is Valentine.
Yes.
And you say happy birthday to your listeners.
What about the wife, man? What about my wife, man?
No, but what? Keep it. And happy Valentine's Day to your beautiful wife. And of course, while the extend happy Valentine's Day to your beautiful wife.
Repeat again and hear the names. Oh Lord. Hmm. Nina have nothing to say. Just wrap up because me have no come off any time now. So as you wrap up, me gone. Yeah, man. Yes.
You know, the DPP is somebody that I know that she's a stone.
She is.
She's nothing but a stone. I'm saying, why would the country pay 1 something million US to a poor report on the situation that involves one of Jamaica's most illustrious sons? Yeah? And also, sons belong to the entities of Jamaica, but we can't see the report. And I'm calling now on the opposition to make noise about the tabling of this report. Because the reason why this report has to be tabled, I am saying I feel it's a bold, but resources of the NHT, which is supposed to be building for people house, was siphoned off.
My God.
So no wonder why the NHT now the money, and we don't know how much time they invested the resources of NHT. Because we only see one statement that said it's this amount went there, you know. Huh? We don't know if it was more than that. And the only way you will be able to determine if it was more than that is if you have the full report.
You know what came to me a while ago? And I need to talk to Mr. Rattigan off here. You know. Jamaicans must invest, must donate, both here in the diaspora, donating to the One Jamaica Legal Defense Fund. If you all donate into it, we have enough money to do an investigation in this.
No, Jeffrey, we don't. The Jamaica Legal Defense Fund, Jamaica Legal Defense Fund, don't need to do an investigation. What the Jamaica Legal Defense Fund can do, and I'm certain Rattigan would agree with me, what the fund can do is start to write on behalf of persons sitting in the diaspora who was pleased of their resources and force the the government to publish the Kroll report, because there's no need for you to do an investigation when you have a report. The Kroll report is credible. I have the greatest regard for Kroll. It is a very credible organization. Yeah? So there's no need for no additional anything. What you need to do is
Yes.
have a proper push at the government, meaning speaking with the different agencies. The one legal defense fund can then bring this to the attention of the U.S. Treasury Department because American citizens were defrauded of their funds. Remember, if you send money, what make you think scamming is illegal in Jamaica? If you take up your money and send it to Jamaica to somebody, and they obtain that money by false pretense, they're considered under the illegal, the illicit, I forget what they call it, legislation, right? But there's a legislation that governs it, and that can be the basis upon which the Jamaica Legal Defense Fund stands.
True.
Wow. So I'm not going to give too much advice publicly. We could have that discussion.
Yes. And
I'm saying that something is not adding up with this whole bold situation. And you realize how the Prime Minister responded today like a little 4-year-old child down in some city basic school.
What did he say?
Oh, they're bad mind. Yeah? There are persons who bad minding.
Bad mind who?
Him.
You're the leader of this country. Grow some balls. But what you need to do?
No, Jeffrey, you must understand, the JLP, this narrative, and my friend in Portland, you know yourself. The man they call from the West. You know yourself. It is alleged, Jeffrey, and I repeat, it is alleged that in 2012, in 2014, funds were handed over to Sutman in the West, yes, to give to the party, which he did give, because I want you all to know this little boy who calls himself Prime Minister, and I'm going to refer to him as a little boy. Yes, he has no regard for anyone.
And the idiots them down there jumping up, yeah! Damn set of fools. Head boy, we may have to go now, but anyway, Lord have his mercy, dear God. I want you all to share this live feed, or share this video when I finish. Share it, make people can see. And anyone who know Usain Bolt and know my number, ask Mr. Bolt to call me. I don't want to come on no platform for chat anything. There's people within the halls of the Jamaican diaspora who have the capabilities to do certain things. Head boy?
No, Jeffrey, as a to leave.
Yes.
Not saying, if it works like a duck, and it cooks like a duck,
it is a duck.
Then it's a duck. Yes? And it is obvious that the hierarchy of the JLP, and they could take me to court because it's a statement of fact, that the hierarchy of the JLP concocted, yes, this brilliant scheme from the governmental side. I can speak from the governmental side to defraud taxpayers of Jamaican funds, because they knew the hell. If the Prime Minister then knew when he removed his money that SSL was not healthy, why didn't he then write his respective ministers, please pull your funds from SSL? Jeffrey, if I open my mouth and tell you who took SSL money in 2012, right? And in 2016, when they came in, they could restart back them apartment development up in the upper St. Andrew.
Upper St. Andrew.
Upper St. Andrew. We're not talking the house now, We're talking about their mega apartment structures they're doing. Yeah? And we take the same SSL money and went over Portmore, go build up some things over in Eltra Heights.
Jesus Christ.
Before I get this, and it did not done there. The same SSL money was used to purchase the building that they now have on Hope Road. And Hope Road. Yeah?
Listen to me.
Before that, SSL never had any building belonging to them. They were renting from Arc Construction, yeah? From Arc Industries in New Kingston.
I want you to hold on some of that because come Monday night, we're going back on this Monday night.
No, you and I need to plan this thing because
Yes.
there's some evidence that I have that will show that it points right back to certain players in the administration, including in the house of the Prime Minister. I'm going to left you.
Thank you very much, head boy. Monday night, we're going back with this. Thank you for coming on, my friend.
No.
Happy Valentine's Night to your wife for me. My God. Jamaicans from all walks of life, thank you all for coming on. I want you all to remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk program. Join us on Monday night at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, one of the two, for a lively discussion with myself and head boy, Wilfred Rattigan, Jamaics, Marie Edwards, and others as we speak some more about what is going on with the SSL saga. And join Mr. Rattigan tomorrow from 3 until 8 p.m. with Richard Rattigan. And I want to say this tonight before I leave. Anyone who can get in contact with Mr. Usain Bolt, please tell him to get in contact with me. You all know my number, 954-529-8030. 945-529-8030. 954-529-8030. This is something else. This is who grudged the Prime Minister we have? I surely don't grudge you, sir. I really don't grudge you. Because the Bible said never you grudge a man for what they have, can no one get it. Anyway, until you hear my voice again, I pray to God that Mr. Bolt get back his money. I pray to God. I'm live on air. Want to talk on air? I'm coming off now. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing. Anyway, hold on. You have about 5 minutes. Go ahead. I have Mr. Luke George Cook online here. Luke, go ahead.
Jeffrey Tavares, good evening to you and your audience. Jeffrey, I am appealing to the Mek Wi Talk show and your and in addition to asking your audience results 15,000 euros history. If person wants to give, Jeffrey, I'm going to share the GoFundMe page. I'm going to ask that they don't look at the right page. His aunt really did it out of desperation.
Hold on, Luke. Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on for me, Luke. They said they're not. Look. They said they're not hearing us. I don't know why. Try again. Are you all hearing us now? Talk for me, Luke. I
Right.
said no sound. I don't know what's going on. They said no sound. All right, Luke, do me a favor. Go in the chat room, share it, and I will tell them what it's all about. Go ahead for me, quick.
Alright,
Because
good.
I got to...
So I'm gonna send it.
No. What you need to do... Hold on. Hold on for me. Hold on for me, Luke. What you need to do for me, see? Go into the chat room and share the GoFundMe in the chat room. All right? Okay. All right, thanks. Okay. Luke is an appeal for the Jamaica Defense. There's a human in the Jamaica Defense Force who is battling cancer, and they're appealing for help. They're appealing for help. And he's going to share the GoFundMe in the chat room. Luke, you need to do that right now because I got to go off air. You do that right now, Luke. Remember to join us on Monday for the Mek Wi Talk Current Affair program, hosted by yours truly, Marie Edwards, Head Boy, Wilfred Rattigan, Jamaics, and we're going to have a special guest at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. another special guest again. So we're going to have 2 special guests coming on. At 6 o'clock, we have to speak about the whole Usain Bolt SSL saga because this is not going to finish. It's not going to finish. To be honest, this is not going to finish at all. And until we can get some answers, then we're going to continue to speak about it. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Luke, put it in the chat room for me, please. Put it all in the chat room. I'm pretty much sure people can assist right now because the young man going to need some help. And we must continue praying for this land of ours, Jamaica land we love. And I pray and hope to God that Usain Bolt, Dr. St. Leo Bolt, I pray and hope to God he get in contact with us. And I hope you can get back your money. This needs to stop. Until you hear our voice again, on behalf of all of us here at the Mek Wi Talk program, I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying thank you all very much. Thanks to those in the chat room. Thanks to my producers. Thanks to those who continue to uphold and share the Mek Wi Talk program. May God bless you. Thanks to my good friend Walking in Divine Purpose. Thanks to Headboy that calling. Thanks to Luke George who calling and trying to assist as usual. Until you hear my voice again, may God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. And may God, in his tender mercies, have mercy upon our island, Jamaica. And may he root out the corruption in the country and expose those who to be exposed. And those who to go to jail, go to jail. May God bless you all. Until you hear my voice again. Good night, everyone.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of...
Corruption is rampant at the highest levels of this government. You will remember during my budget presentation when they tried to prevent me from saying some critical things about governance, even shutting down the sitting of Parliament. Well, I went on the street and I said what I had to say, and I will say it here again. The failure to disclose the identity of the so-called illicit 6 MPs who are under investigation by the Integrity Commission for illicit enrichment remains a festering sore, only made worse by the Prime Minister's gag order on cabinet ministers speaking publicly on these matters. But wait, comrades, I have to rewrite that part because it is no longer 6. It has gone to 8. So let me say it again. The failure to disclose the identity of the so-called illicit 8 MPs who are under investigation by the Integrity Commission remains a festering sore, only made worse by the Prime Minister's gag order on his cabinet ministers and MPs speaking publicly on these matters. Comrades, I had to hurry up and say that a second time, because before we reach and finish here today, maybe it will move from 8 to 12, the way how the number of labor rights illicits seems to multiply like gremlins. We will put a stop to such shenanigans. We will change the law so that all Integrity Commission reports must be published on Parliament's website within a short time, perhaps 24 hours of being sent to Parliament, so all Jamaicans can read those reports. Comrades, it is time to change these things. Accountability and transparency matter, and that is change. When the PNP forms government, our job is to create an environment in which Jamaicans can thrive and achieve their versions of the Jamaican dream.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk.